Here's a story of how YouTube made me a millionaire at 21 years old. I'm gonna break it down for you guys, step by step, how I did it. For those of you that don't know me or that are new to the channel, I've been doing YouTube for the past 13 years. I started it when I was in high school, and today I have over 40 million combined subscribers across all my channels. I've posted 5,000 videos, and I've got 20 million views. I've been on the Forbes list, I've bought my dream cars, I've done all the cool stuff, but I wanna explain my story here. And the reason I tell you all those other things is just to validate my success, because I'm a big believer that this world is full of all types of fake people, fake it till you make it, all of this stuff. But if you want to learn really how to be successful in your niche, in your craft, in your category, whatever you're trying to do, you gotta learn from someone that is in the shoes that you want to be in the future. So today, very simple, I want to break down my story. I started my YouTube channel in October of 2012. And at the time, of course, I knew nothing about YouTube. I was interested in making YouTube content, but I knew nothing. I didn't know how to film an intro, make a thumbnail, make a title. I didn't know anything. The only thing I knew is that I loved playing video games and I loved watching YouTube videos. Simple as that. So I wanted to start my own channel. When I started my channel, it was obvious to me that if I wanted to grow, I have to focus on one category of content, one niche of content. Because I can't just be posting a bunch of random videos. If I want to grow an audience, I'm going to have to upload similar videos. So what I did is I only focused on Minecraft, the game of Minecraft. I didn't play 20 other games. I just focused on Minecraft videos. Focusing on one niche, one category is something that we talk about very deeply inside Bluprint University. It's so important to do that, because think of it. You look at a YouTube channel, and every single week they upload a video for a different audience or a different category of people. And it's so important to stick to one category, one niche, because imagine a YouTube channel where you're posting different videos every single week. One week you got a tech review, and then you got a food review, and then you got this, and there's just no consistency between the category of videos and the audience that that creator is trying to entertain. So if you want to grow a channel, you got to be disciplined to one category of content and one niche of content. Over time, as I uploaded more videos, it took me 574 uploads to get my first video to 1 million views. That took about 3.5 years. And that was me really trying. Like, I was constantly trying to make my videos better and better and better with each upload. One of the biggest things I learned after hitting 1 million views and then going to 10 million views and beyond is the best thing you can do for your content. And this is not just for YouTube content, this could be for your business, this could be for anything, is to make your last video your competition. Simple as that. The last video that you posted on your channel, pick 2 or 3 things. Maybe it's your intro, maybe it's your thumbnail, maybe it's your filming, and improve those things on the next video. And this is easy to understand, but difficult to actually do. Because imagine when you do that for 574 videos straight, you begin to be really good at making videos. I kept making videos. If we fast forward a little bit to 2016, that's when I graduated high school. And by the time I graduated high school, I had about 1 million subscribers, which was very special. I got out of high school and I got 1 million subscribers on YouTube. It was a surreal feeling. It took about 5 years to get to that point, but that's when I went full-time into YouTube. I didn't get a job. I didn't go to college. I literally just did YouTube, because at the time I was making like 20K a month. So why would I go to college? So it took me about 5 years to hit 1 million subscribers, but it took me only 6 months to go from 1 million to 2 million subscribers. And that's when I learned the power of momentum and consistency. And this is what I'm focusing on for Bluprint University 2.0. We're focusing on the 3 pillars, which is audience, different, and consistency. And I truly think it is the 3 most important, just pinnacle things to focus on if you want to grow a YouTube channel. And consistency is one of those things. Because if you're really good at consistency, it compounds into momentum. But the thing about consistency is a lot of people think consistency means, oh, I gotta post a video every week. But that's only half of the equation. The other half of the equation is what I just mentioned, and it's making your last video your competition. Constantly improving video over video over video. And like I mentioned, it's easy for me to sit here and explain that to you, but it's very difficult to actually go out and do that for years and years and years. But that's what it takes. If you want to get to the top, my friend, if you want to get to 1 million, 10 million, 20 million subscribers, that's what it takes. No one's handing you 1 million subscribers. You have to earn them. After graduation, I continued to grow my channels, obviously. I went full-time into YouTube, so that's when I started opening my second channel and my third YouTube channel. And I took all my strategies, all of my blueprints that I learned on my first channel, and applied them to my second channel and my third channel. Because when you start posting hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of YouTube videos, you start to figure out blueprints, formats, strategies that work and are repeatable across multiple channels, no matter what type of category of content, what type of niche, or what type of audience. So I took these blueprints and I started applying them to my other channels, and they blew up like crazy. Of course, I had some momentum behind me with my audience, but my second channel hit 1 million subscribers in under a year. My third channel hit 1 million subscribers, I think in like 5 months, which was crazy. But it's because of those blueprints. It's because I knew what I was doing. I figured out the secret sauce. And one thing I want to run you through is how many videos I posted per year after I graduated high school and I spent full-time on YouTube. So the year I graduated in 2016, I posted 479 videos. The next year, in 2017, I posted 869 videos. And then the next year, in 2018, I posted 887 videos in 1 year. Let me do the math. That is an average of 2.5 videos per day for an entire year straight. And also keep in mind, in 2018, I was 6 years into making YouTube content. I was 6 years deep, and I was posting 2 to 3 videos every day for an entire year straight. But one of the things I started discovering in posting that many videos is I figured out the difference between quantity and quality. Because that right there is a huge debate amongst creators. Should I focus on quality videos or should I focus on quantity videos? But the problem is you can't get to quality unless you go through quantity. Because it's not just about knowing how to make a good video or how to make a good intro. It's about knowing how to make a good video for the audience you want to attract. And sometimes quality means different things for different audiences. Like for example, with my videos, my audience is obsessed with laughter and creativity. They love when I build a big Lego house or fill my house with packing peanuts. They don't care about me making a super high quality production film, even though most people might think that is quality, but it's not quality to my audience. Now, if we jump forward to 2019, the next year, I posted 569 videos in 1 year. So I almost cut my uploads in half because I started understanding what quality was to my audience. So even though I posted 40% less videos, my views doubled, which is crazy. And after you upload thousands of videos to your channel, you start to discover blueprints for things that work. Blueprints for thumbnails, blueprints for titles, blueprints for filming, blueprints for editing. You figure out all of these different blueprints and you start adapting them and tweaking them. And I remember writing out all of these blueprints back in the day, and I would obviously keep them to myself. I didn't want to share them with anyone. These were my blueprints. I developed them, I learned them, I went through all the failures to learn about these things. No one taught me these things, I taught myself these things. For example, one of the blueprints that I was fascinated with was the 1 + 1 = 2 method. It's basically the idea where you take 2 videos and combine them together to make a third video. And it sounds very simple, but that simple blueprint is responsible for some videos on my channel that have almost 100 million views. Like for example, filling my house with packing peanuts, that video, I thought of that video idea with the 1 + 1 = 2 blueprint. And I truly believe if I didn't have that blueprint, I probably would have never thought of or posted that video. So every time we launch a channel, we take all of these blueprints and apply them and inject them into the channel. And of course, it's a ton of work. It's not easy. It's not easy to just take these blueprints, just throw them onto the channel, and then it just becomes successful. It's not like that. You have to put a lot of work into the blueprints. You have to put a lot of hours into them, but they work. And I know this because I've done it so many times. With the Unspeakable Studios channel, we were averaging about 4 million monthly views, and we didn't inject any of the blueprints. And we wanted to blow up this channel. So we started focusing on the blueprints and putting them all into the channel. And we took our channel from 4 million monthly views to 30 million monthly views in 1 year. I mean, this was a channel that was doing 30K a month, and now it's doing 300. Crazy. And once I figured out how well these blueprints worked, I told myself, I have to share this with the world. I have to give back to my community, because I know I have thousands of fans that are wanting to be YouTubers one day. And if I can give them this information, it can totally change the way they operate their channels. It could save them years of time, years of failures, and months of headaches and dead-end roads that I ended up going down and just almost gave up. So that's my mission today, and that's my story, and how I came to start Bluprint University. So, yeah, that's my story. What can I say? Now we're here. We're gonna get a drink. Subscribe.